Creators.
Nudge? Are you okay?
Yeah, but I don't understand why the station looks like it's spinning.
I think that the speed of the monorail just made you a little dizzy.
Oh, that must be it, right? If only we were able to face forward whenever we travel. But all the windows are kept sealed up.
Oh, I know. Let's go find Flex to create a new solution to fix this latest problem. Last one there pays for the ice cream.
Wait, ice cream? Oh, don't talk to me about food.
Oh, Rock. Why would anyone ever want to see further than their natural field of vision, Rock? Tell me.
I would!
What?
I would be interested in having a system like that so I could see you coming because you always surprise me.
Silence, Rock. You're always such a bother and so inopportunistic.
Creators.
In Creopolis, you can create, have adventures with your friends. Rock and Testa, they can't wait to take the things you create. Flex and all of the creators are sure to always win, because they believe and they're all excited too. In Creopolis, there's a magic world just for you. When you're watching Creators, you are going to have a great time. When you are with Creators, you just have to simply believe, just to create. Lots of fun adventures they await. Simply believe, just to create. Lots of fun adventures they await. We're creators. We're creators. We're creators. We're creators.
Today's episode, #Cloud Optics.
Hello, Rock. Hello. Oh, what is it?
What do you think that you're doing in here with my personal mirrors, Rock?
No, nothing. No. It's not like I broke them. Otherwise, we'd have 7 years bad luck. Well, in this case, 14. But I mean, I guess it can't be.
My only bad luck is having you as my assistant, huh? Besides that, the only reason that you were able to see your reflection without breaking the mirrors is because they are indestructible. What do we have to do now, Rock, instead of goofing around, huh? Go turn on the big screens because I want to play status quo for this, Rock.
Yes. Why does Dr. Testa detest me?
Turn them on, Rock.
Yes. Doctor, what is this?
What is what now, Rock? What do we have there? What is it?
What is this?
Oh, Rock,
this?
that's just the old answer phone.
Oh, yes, it's answer phone.
The old answer phone.
Answer phone.
Would you like to know what it is?
Yes,
Want me
I
to
don't know.
explain
What
it?
is
I'll tell you like always.
fan phone. What is it?
Oh, no, that's the first ever answering machine.
Oh, look how cool.
It was created in 1960 by Katsuo Hashimoto.
Ah.
It's a piece of garbage like all the other innovations.
Of course.
Yes, I don't even remember why I decided
What
to take
now?
it. To conserve it. It's the same thing.
Of course. Would you like me to leave you a message?
Big screens,
Yes,
Rock.
let me just
The
leave a
big
quick
screens,
message here.
big.
Doctor, I'm going to the big screens. Goodbye. Oh, excuse me.
Now it's time to play some Status Wobbly! Yes, Rock! I just love the repetition of this game where I get to throw all of their new creations right into the trash can, Rock.
Yes.
Let's see, what can we find here? What can we find next?
Opa!
The flame of inspiration!
We put it out, the
It's
old
gone.
flame!
Let's keep going, Rock. Let's see
Yes.
what else turns up. What will turn up next? Opa, it looks like there's a plaza there.
Plaza.
Let's go take a look at the plaza.
We'll take out
Now
the
this
plaza. Oh.
Hey, what was the name of that plaza?
I don't remember what it was called.
The Creators Plaza. Look how it flies away.
We'll put in a parking lot there.
But why
Yes.
do we want to have a Creators Plaza?
Yeah,
It's
what
not used
for?
for anything. It's not used for anything. Rock, let's take a look. What else can we find
Look at
here?
those
What else can we
trees there.
find?
Get rid of it.
Oh, the olive tree apiece. The olive tree apiece. Look what we'll do.
Olive oil. We just made olive oil.
Oh, Rock, how I love doing this.
I love it.
Look how creative they are. What great innovators. What else? And what happened, Rock? What happened? Again with this horrible interference, which always seems to cloud over everything. Love it, Rock.
And by not being able to peek through any of the windows, I get very dizzy.
It is becoming hopeless, because not only that, we also don't know if the monorail is approaching the station, and we can't calculate the time that it will...
Oh, this problem seems so silly.
Frida, problems generated by the inability to see ahead can be the cause of major accidents and could even lead to tragedy. Let's see, how do you feel when dealing with uncertainty?
I guess you're right. I always get so anxious every time that my father takes me to the stadium to watch a game, the people watching always stand up when something exciting happens and I can't see. It's because I'm still short for my age.
That's so absurd. Why would they want to stand up?
Oh, Nacho. You just don't get what being passionate for sports is like.
Nacho, what Frida's describing is part of a ritual. There are many occasions where we need to enhance our field of vision.
We need to resolve this problem for those little monkeys so we can ruin their desire to create, and then I will take over. Yes, I will, Rock. What is this? Go on, my minion, go on.
How to enhance your field of vision. Oh, look how interesting. In England, Dorothy Levitt, a pioneer of early car racing, in 1906 devised a rear-view mirror. She suggested to other motorists that they carry small mirrors to be able to periodically monitor the path they left behind. What do you think of that, Doctor?
But how do you even think of such a thing, Rock? Let's see. When have you ever seen me put anything to practice that was created by a woman?
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
Bring me something manlier and possibly more innovative, Rock. Go ahead.
Yes. Oh, look right here. In 1942, a German engineer, Walter Buck, installed the first closed-circuit television to observe the launches of the V-2 rockets from the safety of a secure bunker. By laying down some long cable, he fed it into a monitor with images taken by a camera. What do you think of that?
Well, it sounds a little more impactful to me, but anyway, I need something a bit more forceful than that.
Something more forceful
Something
than
that will
that.
paralyze them from being able to create. Only that way will we succeed in making that horrendous virtual world Creopolis disappear.
KH. It's an acronym for the term keyhole, also known as a lock. The name is derived from the satellites used for surveillance, which the Americans released to spy on the Soviet Union and China in 1959. Flying over the Earth at high altitude, the satellites allowed them to observe positions that were impenetrable.
Ah, good. I love it, Rock. Launching our own satellites. That's exactly what I need now, huh? Like the CIA or KGB. We will launch one right now, Rock.
Well, yes, Doctor, but listen, we always have problems with the launches.
Stop
so I
before
thought
you
that-
started. We will launch the KH-145. Yes, we will.
Let's see how other creators faced problems just like this one. Frida, show us how it looks from your cloud sphere.
Johannes Gutenberg was a blacksmith, a goldsmith, an entrepreneur, and a German publisher. He's famous for having introduced the printing press in Europe. He grew up living in an aristocratic family. Between the years 1395 and 1468. Aside from the intense activity that being linked to the printing press revolution brought on, Gutenberg also had other passions, including some deeply rooted religious beliefs. And it turns out that in the year 1439, the city of Aachen, which was the capital of faith in medieval Germany, exhibited its sacred relics before thousands of pilgrims coming from all over. Johannes, together with several partners, participated in a business that would end up in bankruptcy. They manufactured and sold polished metal mirrors that allegedly captured the sacred light emitted by the religious relics. But out of that failure rose one of his greatest successes, surpassed only by the creation of the printing press, which would happen some years later. By setting up the mirrors of polished metal in the interior angles of a long metal tube, Gutenberg built the first periscopes of which they have any record. The pilgrims of Aachen acquired them in large numbers in order to see the relics above the heads of the throngs of people that crowded before them. Stemming from Gutenberg's creation, successive innovators developed various improvements and applications. In the 17th century, the Polish-born Johannes Hevelius built the first periscope lens that was able to focus and zoom into faraway objects. In the 19th century, the Frenchman Hippolyte Marie Davy created the first naval periscope. And in the 20th century, the Polishman Rudolf Gunloch introduced the use of periscopes inside of tanks and other commonly used ground vehicles.
Nice job, Frida.
And now, creators,
Let's create!
How's it going, Rock?
Very well, very well. The rocket is going to fly.
Be careful.
Oh, man.
You and your clumsiness is your natural ability. All right, Rock.
Yeah.
We are finally ready for this great experience.
Yes,
Oh,
Doctor.
Let's go. Give it.
Come over here if you please. You press this button
I
and you
give
can
the
start the
commands here,
countdown.
me. So let's go.
Yes,
Light her
yes,
up, Rock. Let's start counting Rock backwards, huh? Come on
Yeah.
now. 10. 9. 8.
Doctor.
7.
Doctor.
6.
Doctor. Doctor.
4.
Doctor.
3.
Doctor.
2.
Doctor, I forgot to open up the ceiling! Wow.
Rock! How can you be so clumsy and so thoughtless,
No,
huh?
Doctor, I told you. It's like Murphy's Law. If something can go wrong, it will go wrong.
Don't try to cast the blame on Murphy's Law, Rock. You're the one to blame here. Let's go. Rock, turn on the generator so we can look at Creopolis. Rock? Rock, I'm sure that I'll find exactly what I need without a doubt, huh? Why bother to create when we can just take, right?
When we can just take? But how is it possible they make such wonderful things? I hate them so much. I hate them almost as much as I hate those darn children's menus.
The what,
Kid
Rock?
menus. If you don't have any kids, forget about it.
And that is fortunate, Rock.
Yeah.
I hate all small children. Keep your eyes open, Rock. Help me here. Cooperate, I got it. Awesome! Am I not awesome? Yes! The object is ours, Rock, but instead it's mine! There it goes!
Wow. It's so marvelous, Doctor.
Yes, sir!
Doctor, this is so marvelous.
Don't say that, Rock. That's not marvelous. Don't try to touch what's mine, huh? What's marvelous is the disillusionment of a child, for example.
No,
And I will touch it, Rock! Oh, no. But why, Rock? Oh, every time I touch one of those things, they shatter into little pieces. I hate the virtual world, Rock.
Yeah, that same thing happens to me with you.
Pardon?
The same
What?
thing happens to me, just like with you. Doctor, were you able to see what it was?
Of course I could.
What was it?
It was a periscope. It's an optical instrument that enhances your field of vision, utilizing just, mirrors and lenses. Something that you obviously were unable to think of, isn't that right?
I already told you about it, but you dismissed it because it was thought of by a woman. He never shows affection toward my good intention. Boo.
Don't try to sweep it under a feminine figure, Rock. Do not say things that are simply not true, huh, please? And besides, you already know my philosophy, huh?
Why bother to create when we can just take, right?
Exactly, Rock. Mecha! Come here, my faithful friend. I want you to find out what they're creating, those creators, huh? And make sure that they don't finish it. If I can't come up with a solution to the problem, then nobody else will.
And while you're in there, figure out the mechanics of Creopolis so that we can understand the game better.
You don't get to talk to Mecha. Go and turn on the generators, huh? That way, she can go through the cloud sphere. Go on now, Rock. Come on now. Please, come on. Go. No, Rock! Don't turn on the third generator! That's the thing that burned my face!
Just like Johannes Gutenberg already knew, light travels through space following consistent laws, which makes it possible to predict and control its travel.
Yes, like reflecting it, for example, in the direction that you want it to go, through the simple use of a small mirror.
They're getting at something, Mecha. Go now. Destroy those small mirrors.
But what are we gonna make that wasn't already made by a great genius like Gutenberg?
We should try to create a periscope that will work despite what some think are obstructions such as walls or even the fixed windows of the monorail.
What are you thinking of, Frida?
I don't know. I wouldn't dare suggest that there was something that Gutenberg didn't know about, but well...
But what? Just activate your special power of confidence. You have to believe to create.
Well, what if we install a camera on the outside of the monorail and then transmit what it captures through the walls?
It's great! I can even build an app to control the camera, and then we'll see in every direction.
If we believe that we can, we can create!
What a great idea!
That Frida, she's always First, she makes fun of our preoccupations, and in the end, ultimately, she's the one who helps us the most.
That's because Frida, when it comes down to it, is great, just like everyone else's.
Well, no, not everyone else. Supervisor Rock isn't good at all, not on the surface, or at the bottom, or deep down, or anywhere at all.
Rock, the man with a heart that is harder than his very own name. Oh, just remembering him makes my blood freeze over.
What is this, Rock? Where are you going, Rock? Where are you going? Those are my private chambers, Rock. Get down here immediately. Don't go up to my bedroom, Rock. Please don't be so paranoid. Don't you realize that the creators, they can't see us at all?
No, Doctor, I heard what they said. They said, Supervisor Rock, Supervisor
No.
Rock. That's what I heard.
No,
They said,
no, no,
Supervisor
no,
Rock.
no,
I did,
no.
I heard them.
Are you a monster, Rock? You heard it all wrong, my minion. They never said Supervisor Rock.
No.
They were talking about the refraction of light, and they said a refraction quota. Right.
Aha.
Yes, a refraction quota.
Quota,
Because there was only so much refraction of light that entered into the monorail. Do you understand, huh?
I
Do you?
understood something else.
You always understand something else.
And how is that even possible, huh?
How is it possible that you understand and confuse a refraction quota with Supervisor Rock? Explain that.
Well, it's possible.
Everything's possible in your mind, Rock. He is as dumb as a rock.
It's almost ready. We've attached to this little camera a very powerful suction cup that'll keep it fixed to the outside of the train car and keep it facing toward the front.
And with this app, we'll be able to see everything that the camera sees through our phones. But there's more. It calculates the distance and rate of speed from the monorail to wherever the camera registers and in any direction.
That's great! Do you want to go test it?
The camera is now secured to the exterior of the monorail. And now, we should be able to see where it is going at all times. Nacho?
Well then. And now, just like all heroes, I embark on a journey that is not only dangerous.
Let's go, big hero. Go once and for all and find out with our new system if you're able to keep it together.
Why aren't you guys coming with me, though?
Because we still need to figure out if the signal can reach our cell phones without any interference. Go, Nacho!
Okay. It's one small step for man, but one giant leap for...
Hurry up! Look!
Wow!
Everything looks great!
It's working! Oh, but how do you think Nacho is feeling?
It already made an entire circle. Nacho should be arriving at any moment.
You look fantastic!
Yes!
Yes!
And now, Santi?
Now that we're all so happy, let's go take a selfie!
Oh, that's perfect!
Today I'd like to highlight how you were inspired by the excitement that Nacho and Maddie had about creating a new solution to a problem that, at first glance, the rest of you weren't even aware of.
Today we deserve a celebration.
Why don't we go to the Irish Hut?
Awesome!
Oh, and besides, Maddie is the one buying the ice cream!
What?
Yes!
Take care of yourselves,
Maddie.
See you
kids.
soon, Flex!
See you later!
Today's class was a very interesting one. The children collaborated with Maddie and Nacho. It's very nice to see how sometimes they may be related to a problem through the connection they have as friends. Obviously, they all passed today. And now, why don't you go out into the physical world, Ceci? It would be good to know what new plot Dr. Testa has now that his plans have been foiled again. Perhaps you can even help him to learn something.
But how do they do it, Doctor? How do they do it? They have superpowers. They have superpowers. That's
Oh,
why
come
they...
on, will you please, Rock? Having confidence and inspiration, those are not superpowers, huh? Superpower, for example, would be like the ability to manipulate thunderstorms at will, Rock.
Yes.
But still, I'm filled with such hatred.
In reality, anyone can make their own periscope, Doctor, of course.
Anyone other than you, Rock. You are the king of useless, and you can't see beyond your own giant schnoz.
Oh, yes. Doctor, the only thing you need to do is cut out 2 panels on opposite sides of this shoebox and at different levels, and then we can stick in a pair of mirrors on the inside.
What new kind of bizarre handcrafts are you going to make here, Rock, huh? Tell me.
Doctor, I have a cutter, I have a shoebox, and the only thing I need is...
Now what's missing?
And some glue. Do you have any glue on you?
I'm not a hardware store, Rock.
There. Now we're ready. Finished with the glue, you see, Doctor? It's awesome. Now look here. The light that enters through the window on the top is reflected by the upper mirror, and then at the bottom it ends up leaving through the window at the bottom and into our eyes. What do you think, huh? And that way we can observe things that are normally outside of our line of vision. You see? What do you think? Let's see, Doctor, let's see.
Rock!
How do you like it?
I find it sad, Rock. Please get on.
You have angry on your face, Doctor. What happened?
The creators can build a closed-circuit digital television system, and here you are with nothing but a shoebox made of cardboard, Rock. Elementary. It works.
Hey.
But it's elementary. Still, give it here. Your creation is my creation, Rock.
And I'm gonna build my own periscope.
That's enough, Rock, huh? At least we now have in our file solution number 7008, created especially by me in order to solve the problem of how we can see far beyond our natural field of vision.
Doctor, forgive me now, but did you mean to say take instead of create?
It's the same thing, Rock.
It's the same
To take
thing.
or create, mutate, innovate, it's the same thing.
It's the same. If it's the same, then why can we never cross into the virtual world and defeat those creators?
Are you actually trying to imitate me?
No, forgive me, Doctor.
Don't you ever do it again, because Testa, there's only
Yeah.
one. Who knows? I don't know. I don't have an answer to your question, Minion. But what I do know is that when we finally do deactivate those innovators and they can't create, what's going to happen to Creopolis?
It's going to
It's going
die.
to disintegrate.
Yes!
And when the day comes, Flex will come back here to us.
Yes!
And then what else will happen? He's going to reveal the secret of how he was able to cross through the cloud sphere.
Oh, yes!
Then the only one crossing through it will be me. Oh, Rock. Mecca, what nobody else knows is that when I get access to the virtual world, I'm going to gather up all of the riches that the children have accumulated through their games and through their creations. Because what's better than taking candy from a baby than taking all their achievements?
What will Dr. Testa propose next? Why don't they understand that there is nothing more exciting than to create? Moreover, creating is something so entertaining that it really is worthy of being celebrated.
I can get there. I can if I just believe in me. I can achieve what were once dreams. I can. Nothing's too hard, no. As long as I listen to my heart. That's why I go where my mind wants me to go. I'm gonna fight for what I want now. I'm gonna trust in what I'm feeling too. It's true, it sets me free. The most important thing is just to believe. Yes, we can do this, we all can do this. If I believe our dreams, they all will come true. My heart will be a force in everything I do. There are no limits, no way we can't win it. As long as I can dream.
You can connect to Creopolis and become part of the team with the creators.